Breaking news, King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. Prince Harry has responded. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know right here, right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef, the Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught my eye, and oh my goodness, I can't believe this is coming out of my gob right now. King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer. This is breaking news, it's just broken in the last hour, you guys. And yeah, he's been diagnosed with a form of cancer, Buckingham Palace has said. They are at pains to confirm, though, that it's not prostate cancer. So the recent treatment that His Majesty had for the enlarged prostate, it's got nothing to do with that whatsoever. The type of cancer, though, has not been revealed. The severity of it and the type of treatment he's also getting, not been revealed either. But according to the palace statement, which we're going to go through in a moment, the king began regular treatments today. Now, here is Buckingham Palace's statement in full. So they say, during the King's recent hospital procedure for benign prostate enlargement, a separate issue of concern was noted. Subsequent diagnostic tests have identified a form of cancer. So like they've pointed out, it's nothing to do with prostate whatsoever, but during the recent treatment, this was discovered. They also say His Majesty has today commenced a schedule of regular treatments, during which time he has been advised by doctors to postpone public-facing duties. Throughout this period, His Majesty will continue to undertake state business and official paperwork as usual. So, guys, yes, he won't be public-facing for obvious reasons, right, at this point, but for the palace to turn around and say the king is still strong enough and has so much strength to still be able to work behind the scenes with the paperwork. I mean, that's stressful in of itself, guys. He's still going to do that. That's amazing. They then turn around and say the king is grateful to his medical team for their swift intervention, which was made possible thanks to his recent hospital procedure. He remains wholly positive about his treatment and looks forward to returning to full public duty as soon as possible. This is pretty much echoing Princess Catherine's statement for when, it was released that she was going into hospital for abdominal surgery, right? It then concludes, His Majesty has chosen to share his diagnosis to prevent speculation and in the hope it may assist public understanding for all those around the world who are affected by cancer. And again, this is mirroring the King's statement a couple of weeks back when he then announced that he was undergoing treatment for an enlarged prostate. Again, they turned around and said, we told you specifically pretty much what it was so that, the King could raise awareness. So he still continues to lead by example. Now, of course, reading through that statement, from myself, indeed, I do wish the king a speedy and successful recovery and a long, long life ahead of him. Long live the king, indeed. Reactions have been coming in thick and fast. Before we get to that, the other update that we do have is that now the king is in London receiving treatment as an outpatient. He returned this morning from Sandringham in Norfolk to London to commence treatment as an outpatient. He's now at home in London this evening, and so any further updates I will bring that to you guys. But yeah, here are the reactions. So first and foremost, before we get on to Prince Hazza, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, which, for all my American alter nerds out there, the leader of the UK, has said the whole country will be wishing the king well. Writing on Twitter, because I'm still not going to call it X, screw you, Elon, says, wishing His Majesty a full and speedy recovery. I've no doubt he'll be back to full strength in no time, and I know the whole country will be wishing him well. Words I totally echo. We also have the leader of the opposition party, Keir Starmer, wishing the king all the very best. Again, writing on Twitter saying, on behalf of the Labour Party, I wish His Majesty all the very best for his recovery. We look forward to seeing him back to swift, full health. And here we go. Prince Hazza coming in. Apparently, he has spoken to the king about his diagnosis. and it is reported that he will travel from California to the UK to see him in the coming days, the BBC has been told. Now, let's be very clear on this. We don't know specifically when Prince Hazard will be over in the UK. We don't know if Meghan will be coming with him. Furthermore, we don't know if his children, Lilibet and Archie, will be coming with him as well. The details are very, very scarce in terms of Prince Hazard and what he will actually do in reaction to this particular diagnosis of his father, King Charles III. But again, as soon as I know anything, I'm going to bring it to you guys. So do stay tuned with all of that. Now, it brings me essentially to mind with around about just over a year ago, this report coming out. Now, I want to make things very, very clear here, okay? Again, we don't know the type of cancer diagnosis that the king has got, right? We also don't know the severity of it. I have my fingers, my toes, everything crossed that it's successful and the king has a long, long life ahead of him. Long live the king. But when you hear cancer diagnosis, yes, in this day and age, very beatable compared to like 20, 30 years ago, but there's still a little bit of a with it, right? And so, yeah, this sprung to mind. Over a year ago, it was reported that King Charles had told both Prince Hazard and Prince William not to make his final years a misery. And reportedly, he'd said this to his sons at Prince Philip's funeral a couple of years ago. And so, yeah, with this breaking news that King Charles has been diagnosed with cancer, I hope this is essentially the wake-up call that Hazard and Meghan really, really need at this point to not make King Charles's final years a misery. Now, hopefully, King Charles's final years is like 20 years plus, right? Because he's in his early 70s, so I mean, come on, right? But still, hopefully, this has woken Hazard and Meghan the hell up, and that they stop what they are doing against the royal family and against the British public. And they start being a positive rather than a freaking negative, guys, right? Now, the last time we saw King Charles was actually yesterday. And it was his first public outing since the prostate treatment. And you see the picture here, and this to me is an example, exhibit A to Z, of the British stiff upper lip in action right now. Because I can only speculate, but I think it's an educated guess that at this point yesterday, as of the time of filming this video on the 5th of February, right, 2024, that King Charles and Queen Camilla knew about his diagnosis. Educated guess, it is an assumption, it is an opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, but I'd bet £1 million on it. Let's put it that way, right? But look at them, right? We wouldn't have been none the wiser. They look normal. They look happy. King Charles is smiling. He's waving at the cameras. You've got Queen Camilla as well there. And they go to church every Sunday, so this is no different, guys. But yeah, King Charles had visited church in his first public outing yesterday since receiving treatment for the enlarged prostate. He waved to the cameras as he attended a service with Queen Camilla at St Mary Magdalene Church in Sandringham, Norfolk on Sunday. This was following him spending 3 nights at the London Clinic Private Hospital following a corrective procedure for his benign prostate condition last week. But to go full circle, the benign prostate condition has nothing to do with his cancer diagnosis. Buckingham Palace has been very, very clear on this. It's nothing to do with the prostate whatsoever, but it was discovered during this particular treatment. And again, they are not confirming what type of cancer he's got at this stage, or how severe it is, or low grade it is, or anything at all. They're not even confirming what treatment he's undergoing. Just that, yes, he has been diagnosed with cancer. Treatment has started today. He is now in London as we speak. He has spoken to Prince Hazard. Hazard will be on his way over apparently in the next couple of days. However, we don't know if Meghan and the children, Lilibet and Archie, will be coming along with him. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, any further updates, I'm going to bring them to you. Please make sure you subscribe to join our alternate tribe. Like, share, Comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories, whatevers. I suppose with this particular video, your well wishes for our king at this point would most be appreciated. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and until the next time, you guys, laters, and long live the king.